That's right. The future of RevOps is here, and Fullcast isn't just your average territory planning tool. It is actually a go to market planning and execution platform. And what do we mean by that? Well, we're going to start with RevOps Hell. And on the left side, we've got go to market planning. On the right side, we've got our go to market execution. And you notice how they're kind of split. So we spend 3 months in Excel building our go to market plan. And we have many different problems with that, particularly version control, collaboration. There's no single source of truth because everyone's got their own spreadsheet. You're typically using stale CRM data. You're not getting data fresh into the spreadsheet every day. And then on the right side, we have the many different tools and spreadsheets that we keep stuff. Typically, a go to market plan is handed over to IT to implement, and they've got to custom code that, which takes time. They've got data loads to do, and they've got limited bandwidth, so they've got other tools that they need to work with. There's always this continuous manual intervention throughout the year to update the go to market rules, deal with all the ads, moves, and changes as people leave. And it's really difficult to scale this except through hiring more people. What does this lead to really? Like longer ramp time for sales reps, specifically when delivering new territories out, and really poorly balanced territories as well, because you're in one spreadsheet balancing territories and you're not thinking about the broader picture. And so as we think about bringing these two worlds together, we're thinking about solving those problems. And so at Fullcast, we actually have a policy engine that links all of the go-to-market planning and the execution together. And it starts with a single source of truth for go-to-market planning. And when you're done and ready and you've given all your reps assigned to the territories, you can push that into the CRM with a click of a button. And that will take care of all your ads, moves, changes, any holdovers with opportunities, routing accounts or leads in context of your go-to-market. And so to illustrate that, let's take a closer look at Fullcast. Now, welcome to Fullcast. On our left-hand side, we have our go-to-market territories. These aren't just labels, but behind them, we have a bunch of rules set so that accounts can be automatically placed into the territories. For AMER, APAC, EMEA, and LATAM, we have those allocated onto a map. From AMER down, we actually have our segments built out using the number of employees data coming from Salesforce in a bucket rule. We've also pulled financial services and public sector out, as those are different sales motions and they're verticals that we sell into. And from there, we also have things like Smart Plan. So on SMB, we've built 10 balanced territories, putting a maximum of 250 counts in each territory, and balanced those by the bookings potential and the number of tier A accounts. So I've configured the system, and the system has gone out and built 10 balanced territories that I can assign out. If I actually want to look at the current balance of the territories, I can leverage the balancer chart. We can see that the bookings potential number is quite balanced across the 10 territories. Now, once I'm happy with that, I can actually assign a territory to a rep. So let's take Bay Area, for example, and go into assignments. We can see that a lot's been happening here. Currently, Harley is the temporary account executive assigned to this territory on July 8th. There's also a to be replaced, signaling that we need to hire somebody to take over the territory. If I wanted to see anything historical, I can actually select inactive to see who was here before, and we can see that there's quite a few reps that have taken over the territory. If I go to Northeast, we can see a similar thing like Mala. So one thing that we do is that Mala is then now pushed to the account team on all the accounts assigned to the Northeast, as well as the account owner or any other custom lookup fields. So this is us closing that gap between the go-to-market plan and the go-to-market execution. Everything happens in a single source of truth. So as reps come and go, get promoted, we can manage that in our go-to-market plan, which is automatically executed within the CRM. We can walk through a scenario where we have financial services 1, and Adams is given notice that He will be leaving the company. So we'll terminate Adam. And Adam's last day is the 18th. And Fullcast will ask us, well, what do you want to do with Financial Services 1? And I'm going to go ahead and assign temporary replacement, Shay. Hit next. It will ask me what to do with Adam's quota. For this example, we'll just delete that target and confirm. And this will set the replacements up. We're going to go ahead and remove inactive so we can look at this. And now we have Adams, who will be covering the territory to August 18th, and Shay taking over on the 19th. So on the morning of the 19th, Fullcast will make the necessary changes in Salesforce for us. There's no need to go through and do data loads, update any opportunities, change any leads over. Fullcast will handle that. Once I've set with my go-to-market plan, I've made my assignments, we're pushing data into the CRM, I can also set targets against the territories. So if I go to the Targets tab and I'm at the All Companies level here, I've set up a territory quota target. Now this isn't just some target that's based on bookings or some number from finance, but instead I took the bookings potential number and we've done some data analysis and decided that it's about a 1% conversion from bookings potential to real bookings. And so I've taken that, multiplied it by 1%, and I've scheduled that target of 129 million across the 12 months using a seasonality of our bookings in the trailing 36 months. I then distributed that down to all of our territories. So if I look down, we can see here's AMER, APAC, EMEA, and their different targets. And if I go all the way down to Financial Services 1, we can see the target that's been assigned here. I took this one a step further and started to roll this back up, and so we're actually seeing the productivity profile being applied. Since somebody was ramping all the way through June, and the ramp was continuing into July, August, and then September being fully ramped, we are considering the productivity profile of this rep. If I were to actually select Financial Services, I can then do a tops-down, bottoms-up analysis as I look through this and understand where are the gaps in our current plan. And this becomes super valuable as I manage the go-to-market throughout the year, and there's changes that happen, and we need to be able to adapt to those changes. Finally, I'm going to go into the motion side where we have some available policies on our execution engine. And you'll notice on the left-hand side, we still have our go-to-market segmentation. And this goes back to that link between the plan and the execution. We're going to focus on the account routing today, but there are many different policies including holdouts or holdovers, industry taxonomy, dealing with corporate families, and the US trade embargoes. In this account routing policy that I've got turned on, what happens is when a new account gets created, we look into the go-to-market plan to figure out what is the correct rep to assign the account to. And this is what this is signaled out as the role-based routing. So go find the account executive on the territory. So let's say we have a new account that was created. It was located in the United States. It had an enterprise level of employees, so let's say 10,000 plus, and it was located in Maine. I would know that that's in the Northeast Territory, and we can look at the assignments on the Northeast Territory to figure out who it should be assigned to. Currently that's Mala, but after August 11th, it will then be Harley who will get the assignment. No need to update routing once Harley takes over the territory because the account routing already talks to the go-to-market plan. And those are some examples of how Fullcast can build the agility with the link between go-to-market plan and execution, and having a single source of truth allows all of your teams to collaborate and work together to move towards that number one goal. Finally, where can you find us? You can visit us on our website, fullcast.io, or you can send us an email at sales@fullcast.io if you'd like to see a more in-depth demo or have any questions. And you can also visit us on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/company/fullcast.io. Thank you.